just want to go back to Anne.
Okay, thank you. But it is something that, frankly, it has been discussed at the hospital with various people who work with those who are dying. And that's what's happening with my husband. He is dying. It's probably, I don't know what you'd call it in Australia or Britain, but it's medical assistance in dying. Here it's made. And in order to avail oneself of this at the end of life, they need to sign some papers and have doctor's letters, etc., that there is a terminal illness, and they wish to make use of these provisions which allow for medical assistance. That would be through injection or whatever. So the question that has come to my mind a number of times is, I guess, is that this is self trying to determine death, the time of their death. It wouldn't happen under natural circumstances. So it's kind of like it reminds me of the question around, that we sometimes had around capital punishment, governments who make laws for, the death of someone who, for instance, commits murder. This is not the same thing, but is until recently had the thought that dying through medical assistance it would be unwholesome. I don't mean the actual dying. The dying is going to happen, but when it just happens naturally by conditions, I guess if one avails themselves of the medical assistance, it's still by conditions, but I guess I've seen it as not a good thing.
Are you asked to play any role in this, or would this be Glenn's decision?
It would be Glenn's decision.
So,
and I actually think we're
yes.
past it, Jonathan. I'm not sure there's the competence of mind now to do it. But
Right.
I'm just wondering on a different, generally.
Yeah.
No, I've certainly not been asked to play any part in it, although obviously
you might be if he's thought to be beyond.
I think it's out of the question. If he has signed it,
yes,
and then becomes incompetent at the time,
yes,
the decision could become that of mine.
The next of,
Yes,
it could
but
possibly.
because
I don't know how it works.
Yes, I think it would.
Mm-hmm.
And I find this, he hasn't signed anything, so it's not going to arise. But
Right.
I've had mixed feelings about it for a long time.
You mean if you were in that position?
Yes, if I were in that position, I was legally competent to sign something like that.
Right.
Whether I would or not. I'm thinking I probably wouldn't. I don't know. I'd be interested in other people. Some discussion
difficult to
around
know
this.
how you'd think when the time came.
Well, you don't.
You could
That's
be
the
in
thing.
pain.
Exactly.
Yeah,
and I think the idea is basically if you have it signed in your back pocket, even if you don't think you're going to use it, it's there in case you want to, or it's there for your representative to make that decision if you're not competent to make it yourself.
Right.
It comes down to the intention at this moment, like Glenn into palliative care. The aim is just to help him be comfortable and peaceful.
Right.
The aim is not to take his life or harm him.
Sure.
The aim is just to make him more comfortable. Giao, who's on the screen underneath you, I remember Giao once asked Jan a question about taking his dog to the vet, and the dog had lots of fleas. I may have the story a bit wrong. And was it wrong to take the dog with all the fleas to the vet to have all the fleas removed? And what about the vet taking these actions? And the judge just said to him, what's the intention? Isn't it just to make the dog more comfortable?
Mm-hmm.
And for the vet too, is his job is his intention to kill, or also to make the dog more comfortable? So it comes down to the intention at this moment. And also, like for Glenn, just if there's an intention just to have less discomfort, let life continue on, that's it. And just before I pass the microphone to Jan, I was thinking of when we were in Vietnam one time, and she and I were walking over a small ornamental bridge, and she said, this is just like dying, just go over one side of the bridge and then wake up the other side. Just new country, new place, new family, but life just goes on, just moving from one side of the bridge to the other. Let's just, I know Eve's got her hand up. Eve, before you speak, let's let Ajahn just respond to Anne. Ajahn?
Yes, who can stop the way Dhamma is? That's why while we are talking about him, what about his citta? It's by condition, no matter what object with pleasant feeling, kusala or akusala, who knows? It's just our idea, but the truth is the truth. All depends on Dhamma, the way Dhamma is. Dhamma works its way, no matter what the doctor is doing, and we are thinking about helping and so on. The moment of citta, who knows? One's my citta or anyone's, but it's the moment of karma going to do the moment which no one can stop, death moment. What about the next moment? No more Glenn as your husband, not at all. From no matter what, see, and Glenn, new life, happy birthday, or woeful Glenn, who knows? Not at all by conditions or by karma. No one there at all. Confidence of the truth will condition, not unpleasant moment. Who can stop the way it is? Who can change? While we are thinking about his wealth, he might not experience the body sense at all. See, we just think about that which cannot be known at all. When time comes, all by condition. No then in this life. No more Glenn as your husband, your dear one at all. And who will be the next that person?
We don't know.
No memory about this life at all. So no matter we have the good wishes or anything, it's one's own citta, your own citta, and whether it's wholesome or unwholesome, with right understanding. That's the way it is. What about your own death? It will be when it's right.
It will happen.
Yeah, by karma, see, everyone dies. So it's time for Glenn, not to be Glenn anymore. That's why I have good wishes to help him the best. That's all. But we don't know whether he is helped or not. All depends on his own karma. That's why it's pleasant to understand the truth. And when it's unpleasant, it means no understanding of the truth.
Sorry,
when there's understanding of the truth, it's pleasant.
Yes.
But when there's no understanding of the truth, it's unpleasant.
By conditions, see? Nobody can make anything arise, pleasant or unpleasant, right understanding or no understanding. All depends on condition.
Yes.
But understand, they're very, very worthy of understanding the truth. It's time to begin now. Help him with pleasant feeling, that is kusala. But help him with a pleasant feeling, that is akusala.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear the last part again.
Helping him with pleasant feeling
kusala.
is understanding the truth. Helping him with unpleasant feeling is akusala.
Yes.
Not you or anyone at all. It's the accumulation each moment. To condition the next moment, no matter when, it will be. Next, what is it? Who knows? See? No one knows the next moment. But they are conditioned for next moment.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Everyone.